Amazing people. Now we're looking at more complex algebraic terms, which we are then multiplying and dividing by here to work out simplified indices. So in this first example here, we've got 3m to the power of 4 times 2m to the power of 5. Now the key to working through these is to break it down into parts. So the first part I want to look at is just the numbers of this. So I'm just going to think about it initially as 3 times 2. So when I work that aspect of it out, I know that's going to give me an answer of 6. And so I've got that aspect of it done. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the letters. Now I only have the letter M here, so that's going to be the next part of it. And what I need to do is, because it's multiplying, I need to add these two powers together. So this is going to be M to the power of 4 plus 5, because I'm adding those two powers together here. And so once this is worked out, this is going to give me an answer of 6m to the power of 9. Now in the second example here, we've got 12y to the power of 7 divided by, and in brackets, we've got 4y to the power of 3. Now, part of the reason we have the brackets here is because it's represented as a division. Another way this might be represented is it could be 12y to the power of 7 over 4y cubed. And you can see we don't have the brackets now in this instance. And this is just another way of representing this. Now, in dealing with this, again, I'm going to focus on breaking it into parts. So first of all, I just want to deal with the numbers only. So I've got 12 divided by 4, or 12 over 4. And when we work that part of it out, what we find is we get an answer of 3. That's the first part done. The next part then, which I want to deal with, is dealing with the letters. So I've got y to deal with here, and I've got 7 and 3. And because it's division, we subtract the powers. So it's going to be 7 minus 3. So when this worked out, we're going to have 3, and it's going to be y to the power of 4. Now in this last example here, we've got a more complex one with numbers and letters, and there's more than one letter here. But again, we just break this into parts as we work through this. So the first part of this is I want to deal with the numbers only. So I've got 8 divided by 12. That's going to be the first part here. And so I'm going to write this as 8 over 12. That's the first part. And I might break this into parts as I write it down as well. So then it's going to be times. And the next part I want to work out here is I want to work out just the letter A. So I'm going to have a to the power of 6 over a to the power of 2. Then I'm going to have times. And then I'm going to focus on the B part here. That's going to be b to the power of 3 over b to the power of 2. So now that I've broken it into each of these parts, I can just deal with one at a time. So the first part is we have 8 over 12. If we work this out, we still end up with a fraction, but that fraction we end up with here is going to be 2 over 3. So that's that component of it dealt with now. The next part I want to do is I want to deal with the letter A. And because we are dealing with a division, because it's written as a fraction, I subtract the powers here. So this is going to be a to the power of 6 minus 2. So that's going to be 6 minus 2, and that's just applying to that a. And then lastly, I'm going to have b, and that part is I've got b to the power of 3 divided by b to the power of 2, so I'm subtracting the powers. So this is going to be b to the power of 3 minus 2. So in the final step, I'm just going to write this all down. So I'm going to have a to the power of 4, and then b is going to be to the power of 1. Now, I don't have to write down that power of 1 here. I can leave that off because we don't always include that 1. So the final answer is 2 over 3, a to the power of 4, b.